24/7 anytime by downloading the free TuneIn app. Once you do, search Rainier Avenue Radio. And remember, do not curse out your fellow drivers. This has been your Rainier Avenue Radio Traffic Update.
The Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle, empowering communities and changing lives. The Urban League has been there to serve when our community is at its lowest. It's never mattered what the crisis was. The systemic oppression remains constant for those most vulnerable. Here at the Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle, we'll be temporarily adjusting our hours of operation and available services. If you are in need of resources, we recommend that you give us a call at 206-461-3792. To make an appointment, press 0 and speak with the receptionist. Walk-in hours will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. And hey, we'll gladly work with you via phone as best as we can if you're exhibiting any signs of illness to assist you with information to save your home, find you a place to sleep, or connect you to job opportunities. The Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle. That's 206-461-3792.
This is Mondo Bancaro from Mondo's World. We will be discussing some interesting subjects. Sometimes I might even have some guests. So please listen to my show on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio App. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio.org.
Your creative work might look a little different this year, but For Culture grants can put your ideas in motion to share them with King County. Check this out. For Culture is now offering grants in 3 disciplines: art, heritage, and historic preservation. Apply by April 28th. For more information, go to forculture.org. Brought to you by For Culture. That's a cultural funding agency for King County. For Culture works to make our region vibrant.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Start. And when I'm not busy tearing the roof off the suckers, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hey everybody, I'm Asher. This is Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm here at PCC, where workers are going a little protest about a board meddling accusations. 2 member workers at PCC are nominated to take up two of the 3 positions on the Board of Trustees. There are 3 other nominees put forward by the board itself, but they are corporate, and the workers here, represented by their union, UFCW 21, are protesting alleged meddling and sort of voter suppression in many respects. This is the first time that member workers have been nominated to the board. They had to get thousands of signatures from other workers and other members. And the board, by rules, allow only 2 people who are member workers to be on the board at a time. But it hasn't happened for such a long, period of time. They're just setting up right now. Let me change the camera for you all to see it better. There we go. And they're about 10 of them so far. I overheard them talking that there would be more in the future, and that this is a little bit of a lighter protest for now. Well, cars are stopping and looking by. This is classic union protesting right now. If you didn't know, PCC is the largest grocery cooperative in the country. Members pay money every single year to be a partial owner, sort of thing, to the company, to the organization, to the co-op. Having member workers on the board of trustees is actually pretty common practice. The Central Co-op, if you've heard of that, in Seattle as well, has, I think, more than 2 members on the board of trustees, allows that. But it's gone unchallenged at PCC until now. This is Rainier Avenue Radio. I'm Asher Stein. We're at PCC here on Rainier Avenue in Columbia City, right at the street of where our station used to be, and where our station will likely be in the future. We're seeing some protesters here, some union workers doing some union action, some exercises outside of the grocery store. There are onlookers, they have signs, they're doing the chanting. There's a lot going on. And if you didn't know, Rainier Avenue Radio has a really big Earth Day celebration lined up for us. We don't believe that Earth Day should have just one day, so we're gonna have 3 days of events and programs up for you all. Let me get my little paper here so I can read it out for you. We're calling it our Earth Day Summit. On our first day, we have at 10 a.m. the 10-year difference, overburdened by overpollution on the 20th. On the second day at 11, we've got Environmental Justice Advocates Legislative Wrap, which is live at 12. Oh, let me tell you some more of this. So they're talking to people off the street. This is simultaneous with their renegotiations with their contract, obviously, which makes it even more prescient, even more important. There's a lot of organizing, obviously, going on. They said they'll send me some interviewers soon, but they haven't yet. Yeah, somebody. If they want to be interviewed.
We're fired up, we're not going to take it anymore.
Hey, is there anybody actually that had an interview? Hey, can I give you a little interview about what y'all doing here?
Let me connect you with the workers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Classic songs. Got some other news folks here.
We are union. The mighty, mighty union. Everywhere we go. People want to know. Who we are.
Rainier Avenue Radio, I'm Asher Stein. This is PCC. We've got somebody coming here so I can ask them a few questions, which will just make this show amazing and interesting. They've got a cutout of the two members being elected. I have their names right here. Their names are Donna Rasmussen and Lori McIntyre. It took them a long time to get going. Hello, what's your name? I'm not Luke. My name's Asher.
Oh, all right. You're not with you're not a journalist.
I'm a journalist. Rainier Avenue Radio down the street.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Have you heard of them?
Of course.
Yeah, we're the best, aren't we?
Yeah, no, I know. I kind of met Tony.
Yeah, that's my boss. So what are you doing here today?
Well, I wanted to talk to a member.
Okay, of course.
Is this on video?
This is live on Facebook
Okay, right.
and on the air.
Awesome. Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Quinn.
Quinn. What do you do at PCC?
So I'm a cashier at PCC Ballard.
Ballard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I do grocery, and I'm a member of the marketing unit for contract. Woo!
No hoses today. Remember the marketing unit? How long have you been a member of the union?
So I've been a member since I was 16.
Oh.
I used to work at Safeway in my hometown in Kitsap County.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with PCC over a year now.
I see.
So bouncing around in different markets.
I see. I hear that's how it goes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just changing location based on where you live. When I moved to Seattle, but I have a lot of experience in grocery, so it was a difficult decision to go to PCC.
Yeah, it's an interesting grocery store for sure.
Right.
Interesting concept.
Uh-huh.
So what are you doing here in the first place then?
Okay, so today we're raising awareness for a few issues. One of them is the Board of Trustees. So we've been trying for the last year or so to get a member onto the PCC board who's a worker. Actually, we have 2 worker candidates, and elections just opened, so we're trying to raise awareness for that. It's been 17 years since we had a worker on the board.
17 years, wow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, forever. And then also we're in contract bargaining with PCC. It's been a very painstaking, frustrating process.
Yep.
And the biggest sort of news as of late is they just hit us with their wage proposal, which was the most insulting thing I think we had all seen. And so
Here, let's move over here so we have a little bit less sound interference. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Let's go under that tree. Is that okay? I'll let you get back to it, of course. So you were saying that, yeah, infuriating, it was insulting.
Yeah, absolutely. So essentially what PCC was telling us is that they were giving us no raises for the duration of our 3-year contract, except if you are the most senior members, in which case we were looking at 50 cents over 3 years.
Oh my God.
So
I'm not supposed to take a stance.
And of course, like their justification, we have hazard pay, $4 hazard pay. That in and of itself was a huge struggle. I'm sure many folks are aware that our CEO was writing to the city, writing to the council, discouraging them from passing it or applying it.
Is that the member who, is that the CEO used to be part of Kroger, right?
Yeah, she used to be the president of QFC, I believe.
Right.
And yeah, Suzy Monford's her name.
Right.
She's a total corporate chill. And I think that you see like a lot of that behavior become very common in the last year or so. Not just because of her influence necessarily, but a larger cultural shift in the company away from what could even be recognizable as a co-op model. So workplace democracy is very much not something that we feel or experience on the daily. And so it's really cool to see everyone coming out to support. And we're at another store today. There are 4 total, and then there's going to be a picket also at CD in a few hours.
I see.
So trying to get people to come out and support.
How often have you guys got these scheduled throughout the month now?
So this is actually our first one.
Right.
I'm sure we'll have more actions down the road, and you can follow like the union page for that. We have like text updates too. But really engaging the community has been a focus right now. I think when customers do learn about the company and sort of what their behaviors have been, they're very much in support of us. They were for hazard pay, and we're trying to get people to be even more engaged now with the voting, with the contract.
Yeah. So it's very strategic to do this sort of 2-pronged approach then, to talk both about the.
Yes!
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, exactly. So kind of bringing it right to where the customers are going to be, shoppers, the management even, and making a statement to everybody's face, really. Because our demands are not sort of like a theoretical debate between us and management. It's our livelihood. And so, yeah, we're fighting for what we deserve. And I think that that's been a really hopeful thing, despite a lot of discouraging news and actions coming from the company.
What do you think makes it especially prescient, like right now, during the current political scene? I guess.
Where do you think what?
I'm talking about like the Amazon loss recently.
Sure.
What makes it particularly important right now in the United States?
Well, I think that in the context of the pandemic, I mean, this sort of colloquial use of essential worker has been at the fore of people's minds. Like work that people didn't necessarily visibilize or appreciate is now really like the only class of workers for a while who were showing up to work, keeping essential services alive. In the context of Amazon, I hadn't really given that a whole lot of thought, but it certainly was discouraging to see just the lengths that a company will go to bust collective labor in this country. And, we know it's been on the decline. So I think like really riling people up in this political moment with the pandemic, that is something that we can really organize around. And it's been a militant struggle for sure. I think you see like the consciousness of people changing throughout the course of the pandemic in particular, because suddenly like there's this huge expectation to show up and put your safety on the line every day that maybe didn't exist before.
Absolutely. So. Anything you want to, before we go, anything like specifically you want to make sure media doesn't get wrong about this going?
I think that PCC talks a lot of talk, and a lot of our members get emails from them. They get social media from them, and I think it's important to like really be critical and take them to task about the claims that they make, because they want to obfuscate the issue a lot, and that's been a huge challenge. They sort of own their own public image, and they have a monopoly over what gets said about them as a company, and so really being critical, really doing our part to disrupt that, it's going to be important, and I think that applies to pretty much every company that you look at. So make sure you support your workers. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
for
it.
talking to me.
You too. Take care.
This is Asher, Rainier Avenue Radio. I think Tony Benson's here, looking at it from another angle. Yeah, we're here at PCC. There are two new. Coming up, we've got the Climate Summit the Earth Day Summit for Rainier Avenue Radio. On the 20th to the 23rd, 22nd, obviously, that'd be 3 days, not 4 days. We got really, really interesting stuff going on, in my opinion, as a climate activist and as a person who cares a lot about the environment, and maybe even structures their lives around it. On Wednesday, the 21st, at 12 p.m., we've got transportation, a transportation billion-dollar traffic jam. It's more about the future of equity, access, and environmental justice. A really important way that climate change and transportation intersect, and especially with the format of our city. And right after, we have about food justice, food for thought. And after that, from here to there, environmental justice films. We're going to be showing some films going on live on Facebook. And after that, we're going to play Mossville, When Great Trees Fall, with a panel discussion as well. That's Wednesday the 21st. Tony and I are here at PCC Community Markets in Rainier Avenue, in Columbia City, where workers are demanding more, are renegotiating their contract, and protesting against alleged sort of not racketeering. Oh my God, stifling of 2 member workers who are applying to be nominated and put onto the board of trustees. Their 2 names are Donna Rasmussen and Lorraine McIntyre. There's a kid here. They got signs and everything. Classic union organizing. I talked to a worker earlier who told me that they just were hit with a quote unquote slap in the face with what the union offered in terms of wages. And so they're both talking about renegotiating and nominating these 2 members to make, because they think that'll make PCC a more democratic co-op. PCC is the largest grocery co-op in the country and has 90,000 members. It's a very, very big election. And voting will be done until May, I think. Let me see if I can get another interview with somebody. Are you okay with that? You okay with that? All right, I have another worker here. What's your name?
I'm Angie.
Angie, how long have you been a member of UFCW?
Oh my God, I've been working here since 2004.
2004.
Yeah. I started as deli helper clerk. Yeah.
At PCC?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have a lot of stake in this company.
Huh?
You have a lot of stake in what's going on here then, huh?
Well, they're trying to take out all the good benefits that we had right now, like the night differential, extra payment, the differential, and the good benefits. They're trying to take that out. We're trying to fight for our right, and they want to change it to be corporate instead of that's what we're fighting for.
So the real emphasis here mostly is about the contract then, huh?
Yes, the contract is not good. Everything is going down. It's not good for employee. It's just good for the management.
So how does advocating for the 2 board members play into this as well?
Hopefully this the one that we're doing right now is working, and people can hear us, and the management hear our voice that we need it, that we deserve it. We work hard for it.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to make sure nothing gets wrong about how the media covers this?
Nothing. I just want to make sure that I have a secure job. Like right now, the COVID, this pandemic happened, and I want to work happy and secure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I told you it'd be no pressure. We're here at PCC Community Markets. Workers are organizing. They're chanting. They want a better contract. They want some member workers on the board. They want more workplace democracy. And this is how they are trying to do it. I have very few time. Make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the Rainier Avenue Radio. Has got a really good climate summit going up for Earth Day, the Earth Day Summit. We will see you next time. Stay tuned for Rainier Avenue Radio. We have really good stuff going on. This is Asher signing out. Tony might still be here. Bye-bye.